Thank you, dear members, for the time given to me. It was a proposal from all of us coming together, executive, we should start do something. And we were confused what we should do. Finally, we got this idea of just evaluate what have been done in our schools, how we are going about, and how things should be done, especially during this COVID-19, this pandemic time. And we found a lot of good things what we have done. All of us, we were off-handed people, our school management, our teachers, our students, and our parents. Suddenly it came. So we cannot just say we are all perfect and we did all well. No, we are all learners. We are learning. And how we have done and what was expectation of the world, the society. It was so nice that we felt very happy to utilize the time attending online classes during lockdown period. Initially, all of us faced difficulties joining the classes, but slowly I'm sure that all of us began to get acquainted, including our parents, our students, and all of us. It has greater access to experts, specialists. Of course, it is internationally known, and for us, it is a new thing. And the learners can access 24/7, means our time of schooling has changed into from 7 hours or 6 hours to 24 hours. Such a way we have grown. Geographically, we could reach all over the world. I'm not speaking only our school, but all over the world. Even the cost of certain classes became very less. We need not spend money in the taxi to go from home to school, or even students, they saved money. I'm speaking some of the positive side of it. One educator, one single teacher could teach so many students simultaneously. They could accommodate so many students. We manage 40 students or 30 students in a class. Now, some of our schools even manage 300 students in the virtual classes. Such a way we are able to help out. We began classes and even we are recording and giving the students. We have got references. All this will help us even in the future to have the data and share. We can continue the same system. We conducted exams different ways. These are all learning with the new software, new space. We did not even delay ourselves. All of us, all the schools in Kohima, we did our level best so that we can even keep up our annual academic calendar, though else other part of the state is struggling. It became useful for emergency cases. So practically everywhere we find good things. Even physically handicapped children, they need not come to school, they could study at home. Keeping all this in mind, we prepared this way a Google form, and we sent, and you can see on the screen there 3,057 students responded to this from Kohima town. I found some of the link was responded from other part of Nagaland too, but I did not take that one for drilling out the data. I just took out only of the Kohima schools. Anyway, it was encouraging to know that other part of the schools are also smart, even ENPO side. So like that, I have a lot of data. Now, we got a lot of data from the schools. I am just showing you the schools which participated. It is very encouraging that so many schools, some of the schools' names are seen first time here. I mean, in ANSPA meeting. See, we can see the next, so many schools. So these are the schools participated. Some of the schools also we thought will participate. We don't see them. Very reputed schools of our district is not seen. That may be something else. Entering into the data, let me also tell you something more. This data collection was something very nice, and we could also find that how many of us are sincere. When we submitted the data to board, many of us just filled up telling that we are doing very well. We did everything perfect. Online is going on. But when I got this students' feedback, it is not only students' feedback, it's parents also. Please understand that majority are filled by parents. I'm sure that by the language what I read, I understand. So it is also showing that some of our schools were not genuine when we filled up the forms to board, Nagaland board. There was a census taken, and the students are exactly sharing that we don't have such kind of things. We have never heard about this kind of things. Such kind of expressions are there. I don't know exactly, but whatever is schools, children are sharing means it is not only one student, many students of many schools, including my schools. So like that, a kind of differences were seen in the record what the management did for the board, Nagaland board, and the students of our school responding to us. So that is also a kind of thought that we should keep in mind, that we should be sincere, not really just filling out the forms and showing everything is perfect. Because today's school is not in our hand, it is in the hand of the parents and the children at home too. So that is a kind of just a remark which I want to make. Otherwise, it was okay. Now let us see the screen. Some of the direct questions were like this. First question, do you join the online classes regularly? You see 77.2% students were attending among these 3,000 students, 3,054 students. Only 23.9% were not attending regularly. That is also encouraging. Next question was, which online platform your teachers use? The majority number is Zoom platform, that is 32. Then school app is 29, and the rest are all we see that is WhatsApp. So majority people use Zoom, and there are 3 schools uses in Kohima school app. Other schools we did not get any data that they are using. Some of the students may not know what is school app. That also is a confusion. School app is something application what we use in the mobiles, Android or iOS. So I don't see students are responding to that. Some of you may be having it in your schools, but children are not aware about it, what it is means. They are not educated much. That's why. Okay, the next question was, do you find the online class interesting? You can see 68.5% students are telling they enjoy the online class. Just 31.5 they say no. Maybe they are critical or they may have other problems that we will come to it. So overall it is encouraging to see at least the students who participated, they say yes, it is interesting. So we also should know what are the things they are getting into interest. Next question was, if not interesting, what is the reason? And you see, there is a big number of students responding that my school does not conduct online classes. My request is that not to ask me which school, which student, I won't reveal. Because when we make data collection, it is very confidential. So if I reveal to you which student told which school, it is not a good practice. So please don't expect me to give you. It should be kept as confidential. That's why. Yeah, some of the schools I counter-checked from other side where we are already filled and given to board at I'm telling. And here, those schools also, students say that we don't have any online classes. Maybe children may not know what is online classes. No, we are all ignorant. We are just learning. That also let us take into that way. Or they may not be able to understand exactly what was the question. So that is the other side. So here we see 33.5% students say that we don't have a face-to-face meeting, therefore it is not interesting. Face-to-face means the teachers just open the class, but they never show even their face. That was some of the remarks. That's a major remarks. And second remark only, my school does not conduct online class. Next question, do you have internet access in the place you stay? See, Kohima. wonderful place. 94.9% students say, yes, we have internet. So we are so lucky to have our schools located in Kohima, and we see so much participation and they have internet access. Some of the schools we have students not only from the town, we have from far. For example, my school here, I have majority students from other side of Nagaland, maybe ENPO students. And my students also respond very well. It's also a sign that network is increasing or students are eager to use the network and move to that place. Okay, next question was, how was your exams conducted during lockdown? 62.0% students respond that their exams were conducted in WhatsApp, simple platform we use in our schools. And 27.3% students respond that their exams were conducted in school app, our own school app. Then very few schools in Google Meet. Then there is some other softwares, Rivi, Ulo, the students are responding. These are some of the schools using in our Kohima district. So WhatsApp is the main platform. Let us understand that fact. Another question was, which application tool do you prefer for e-learning? Children, everybody uses WhatsApp. We can understand. That is 50.9% they say WhatsApp because it is very user-friendly for them. Then 22.9% asking for Zoom, or they are using it. Then some are using YouTube e-learning. These are also signs that we are not developed. We are just minors. We are just growing into it. Therefore, let us understand and be consoled. Fortunately, Google Meet became common filling forms for people. More than that, there are different ways. We will come to that again. Next question was, what type of devices you prefer to use for e-learning? Yes, 86.3% on mobile. They use mobile. Then 20.5% computer, and some are using television. Must be those students learning from directorate or the government's what they provide. I think that's why they put it, because I don't think any private school is providing through television for our schools. Then some are just telling we don't have any device, and some use a laptop, that is a computer. Okay, those are the points which we collected directly from the students. Now, the last two questions were given to the students and parents to express their ideas, their suggestions, or their cautions to improve our schoolings, online learning. And here we have a lot of things, my dear principals and teachers and management. I really tried my level best to dilute a lot of points because our people just go on writing, and I have given even in paragraph and sentences to fill that form. So they had really filled up with a lot of positive points, negative points, and so many things. So I had to dilute to bring to this platform. Otherwise, it will be may not be so nice. Finally, it will replicate me as if I am against all of us. No. This is a big eye opener. That is what I am going to open now. What are the points? This is not a thesis. It is only some points, a minor research what we made. Therefore, I am not bringing exactly for the conclusion. Though we had the hypothesis that we will try to improve upon it, that we may not be able to implement exactly what people expect, but we will try to improve. So that is why we brought up this point. So don't expect me to make a true conclusion as a thesis which we make. This is only the points to discuss. Okay, the first point which I found is the majority students and parents speak that our teachers don't give face-to-face interaction. Only teacher's sound is heard. That shows that our teachers are not courageous enough to show their face. One side. There can be also other reason that they may not open their video because they may not have sufficient internet data. Our people may not think about that part, but majority students or parents expect that teacher talks to the students from looking at each other, talk or allow the children to open the mic and talk. So even our meeting, we know we are all keeping the only few of you are I can see you in the showing your face. We may have our own personal problems or our location where we are. Anyway, this is one of the eye opener that we should think. that a teacher should speak to the students face to face. Does not mean that we should be in the classroom. So this is a big eye opener to tell our teachers or prepare ourselves that we should talk to the students. Next, not all children have the necessary knowledge, skills, and resources to keep themselves safe online. Therefore, they are also telling, why don't the teachers, the school train us, the students and parents at home, instead of taking the lessons only, take time to teach us also, guide us. So in that one, they had brought a lot of points that teachers are scolding us, shouting at us. Sometimes we think that in the way of taking classes in the classroom, but it is a home rooms. Therefore, we should also train our parents and children. That is a responsibility of the teacher. That is what they say. Another